Hello and welcome to this tutorial. Today I'm going to show you guys how to make a um, simple metal looking text. So I'm going to start off by making a new file. I'm going to make my width 800 and my height, let's go 500. Doesn't really matter. So there we have it. Actually, no, I'm going to make the width 400. Or the height 400, sorry. So 800 by 400. And there we go. So I'm going to start off by painting. Actually, you can just I'm going to start off by using the paint bucket tool, and I'm going to give it a nice gray background, and then I'm going to make a new layer. Select my brush tool, and I'll use 800 pixel. I'll use 700 pixel brush, soft brush, so make sure the hardness is off. 0% hardness. And I'm going to select a nice white, well, pure white I guess, and then I'm just going to dab it right in the middle. Now I'm going to hit Control T, and I'm going to stretch it. Hold Alt, by the way, and then stretch it to the edges till it looks nice. And there you go. Now I'm gonna make my text, and I'm just gonna use Century Gothic. I'm not gonna use any custom fonts. Let's bump up let's make it like a 150 point. So let me get rid of this stuff. And I'm in the paragraph or the character window right now, so if you need this, go to Window, Character, and I'm gonna go right to here where you see this VA with the arrow underneath it. Right now I am just making the characters be closer to each other so it looks nicer. Okay, so now I'll select the text. And I'm just messing around so it looks good. There you go. There's the nice text right there. So we're gonna right click this text layer and hit rasterize type. Alright, now we're gonna go into this FX right here and go up to drop shadow. And you can just mess around with this really. I'm gonna make it, don't make the spread too high, you can see what happens. Make the spread too high, it just becomes like an outline, not really a shadow. So I'm gonna make it like 11, and then also with that, if you make the size too much, it just looks bad. I'm gonna make it about 3, 11, and 4, and that should be fine. And then you can make the opacity 100 if you want. Then I'm gonna take a stroke, 1 pixel stroke, make it like a gray color. Not if it looks black, it looks kind of tacky. So make it like a dark gray. Lower the opacity a bit, and there we go. Now what we're going to do is, oh sorry, select your text again. We're gonna put a gradient overlay on it, and for this, don't touch this stuff. It's already pointing up 90 degrees. So what we're gonna do is, I'm gonna select this stop right here. These are called stops, and let's select a nice gray. You can try to type in numbers if you want. I want a lighter gray than that. So actually that works out perfectly. For this gray, you want to copy this number right here, which is like the color. So this is just 6 nines if you want to use the same as me. And then you're gonna make both stops the same color, so that's why you want to copy it. So there we go. Now we're going to put in a new stop. Make this a little bit darker, dark gray. And there we go. Now you're going to drag this gray over towards, oh, towards this darker gray. And then you're going to make a new stop. Just click on the end here. You can make this white. You can drag it, mess around with it how you want. There we go, that looks good. And then finally, it looks pretty good right now, but if you want to, you can create a new layer. And you're going to hold control and select this little box right here next to the text. It's going to select the text. Then select your marquee tool, your elliptical marquee tool to be exact. Hold Alt, so now you see there's like, that makes it subtract from the current selection. And then you're just going to drag upward. And it's going to make that selection. Now, make sure that your foreground color is set to white. We're going to open up the gradient tool. Select this one, it's white to transparent. And now you're just going to mess around with it until you get use this one, by the way. Don't use the spotlight, use the far left selection. Now you're just going to kind of mess around with it till you get something that you like. That's fine. Now you have that. Now you can lower this opacity a bit. Maybe set it to overlay if you want. And there you go. There's a nice kind of metal looking text. You can go through here and edit if maybe you want this gray to be lighter. You can edit the values. And there you go, there's a nice metal looking text.